Hello. So today we are going to discuss about Azure mastering Azure DNS. It is the next part of the AZ104 um, series we have started. So let's start with this. So Azure DNS is for domain management and configuration in Azure. So the main points are about um, identifying domains and custom domains. So the default domain created is created with uh, a new Entra ID. Okay, so whenever we create a new Entra ID tenant, we get a default domain name on Microsoft.com. Okay, so that is by default whenever we create a new Entra ID. Now, custom domain names can also be added. There is a provision for that in Azure. We can add custom domain names. It is not only whatever got created through Entra. And domain name must be verified to demonstrate ownership. So then only it will be useful if we are able to demonstrate the ownership of the domain name. Okay. Now, verification proves ownership. Whenever we are able to verify the domain name, it will prove our ownership. We should be able to add Azure provided DNS record to the DNS zone. Uh, so it will be like TXT or MX, which will be added as a DNS record to DNS zone. Azure queries DNS to verify the record presence. So Azure will do its verification by querying the DNS. Creating Azure DNS zones. So DNS zone hosts records for a domain. So there can be one or more records for a domain, which will go into DNS zones. Okay, and multiple zones with same name have unique name server addresses. So there will always be multiple zones which will have the same name. It can happen, right? And but they will have unique name server addresses. Parent domain registered and pointed to Azure name server. So we will have parent domain which will be registered and it will point to the Azure name servers. So we need to delegate DNS domains. We need to do that. We need to use all four Azure provided name servers for delegation. And we need to update registrar with name servers after the DNS zone is created. Okay, and we need to register the child zone name server records in parent domain. We need to take the child zone name server records and register it in parent domain. Okay, so these are some of the things we need to do to delegate the DNS zones, DNS domains. Sorry, DNS domains. Adding DNS record sets. So record set is a group of records with same name or type. Okay, and use up to 20 records per set. We will use up to 20 records per set. No duplicate records are allowed. Okay, in DNS record sets, there are no duplicate records that are allowed. Record type selection determines input fields. So whenever we have uh, record types to be selected, we will be determining the input fields for that. Okay. So we can add record sets for DNS. Okay. Basically, we need to understand that. Custom internal domains. So we have internal domains. We will have multiple internal domains, and those will be custom ones. Name resolution within and across VNets. So we will have internal domains, and they will have a resolution of the name internal domain names within the VNet or across the VNets. Okay, and there will be automatic host name management. Okay, we will be allowed to do automatic host name management, and it eliminates need for custom domain name service. Okay, it eliminates, so whenever we have private DNS zones, it eliminates the need for custom DNS, and it supports all common DNS record types. Okay, so there are internal domains. We can use custom internal domains. uh, it will allow us to have naming resolution within and across the VNets. Okay, so those are the important things to remember here. Okay, next part is, so in conclusion, Azure DNS is scalable and secure. It simplifies the DNS management, and it enhances the availability and security of the DNS. Okay, so those are the important concepts for Azure DNS. I hope this was useful. Thank you.